So good morning, everyone. Peter Drew here. I'd just like to start off and say thanks for coming to this webinar. It's not every day you get to pick the brains of one of the most successful product developers and marketers on the internet in 2014. Let me explain why I'm so excited to be here and to do this. 12 months ago, I was lucky enough to get a video recording of one of my friends who paid $10,000 for a coaching consult with a very successful guy, and he sent me the video replay. It was awesome. It's how this guy generates over 3 million in sales per year in a market that sells very low ticket items. It was about funnels, turning those small sales into gigantic revenue stream, and guess what? The funnel does all the work. This is an automated sales machine. It was incredible. I've watched that video many times. So a couple of months ago, I was invited to sit in on a $25,000 mastermind group. It was about the same deal, taking small items, getting customers into a funnel, and the funnel turns those tiny sales into monster sales. But both of those above showed strategy, not how to build out an awesome funnel. So 7 weeks ago, my team and I started to build our own funnels for Hangout Millionaire to sell via Facebook ads. That's 4 people working for 7 weeks, lots of time, energy, and money. We stopped building it a week ago when I connected with Russell. Seeing this system he's created, it's the perfect solution we were looking for. After spending so much time building our own system, having to tie in so many bits and pieces to make it all work, it was pretty painful, plus cost me a lot of money. You cannot believe what a relief it was to see Russell's system. It's stunning, it's beautiful. So over to you, Russell. Thanks for being here, mate. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it too, and excited to be here with you and your audience tonight. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So do you want me to jump right in and get started?
I think so. I think it'd be perfect. I can't wait.
All right, cool. So again, I appreciate you guys having me on today. And this is something I'm super passionate about. And I've got probably like a 3-hour presentation I'm going to give in the next 60 minutes or so. And I apologize, I talk really fast. And the more excited I get, the faster I talk. But I think there's some really cool stuff that you guys are going to love. And so the title of my presentation is My Weird Niche Funnel that's currently making me $17,947 per day, and then how to ethically knock it off in less than 10 minutes. So before I get started, I want to make sure that that's something you guys want to hear about. So if you're interested, go over in the question box on the side and let me know. I want to hear if this is the topic you guys showed up for. All right, cool. Sammy is in. He wants to know. All right, a lot of you guys want to know. Cool. Now, one thing I want to mention before we get too deep in this is I want to just stress the fact that what I'm going to be showing you guys is really, really powerful. And literally, after you learn everything I'm going to show you guys today, you could literally come to any one of my sales funnels and pretty much reverse engineer it and knock it off really, really quick. And so I do have one kind of prerequisite before I give this presentation. I want you guys all to promise me that you're not going to use these powers for evil. Because literally, like I said, what you're going to see is you're going to be able to see exactly what funnels are making money, how to reverse engineer them, where the traffic's coming from, everything. And you know exactly how to do that. So I need you guys to promise me that you won't use these powers for evil. All right, Rhonda and Valerie have agreed. All right, you guys are agreeing now. All right. No evil allowed. All right, cool. Sammy said, "Muhaha." Okay, so what I want to stress, when I first started putting this presentation together, one thing I was concerned about was telling people that the fact that one of our funnels is making us $17,000 a day. And one of the reasons why I was concerned is because I don't think for most people that number is makes a lot of sense. Like, it doesn't seem possible. And I didn't want people to be skeptical, but the reality is it's true. What's interesting is when I first got started in this whole business about 10 years ago, I was actually listening to a teleseminar. And I heard a guy, teleseminar, this is years before webinar was ever invented. I heard a guy talk about how he was a millionaire. And I was like, oh, I want to become a millionaire. Like, how cool would that be? And I was thinking about that. And I thought, well, what would it actually take to be a millionaire? I said, well, $1 million, if I took that and I broke that up over a year, so I divided 1 million by 365, what would I have to make a day to be able to become a millionaire? I did the math, and it turned out I would have to make $2,739.73 a day. Now, obviously, that's a big number, but I was like, that's actually attainable. I can see how that might actually be possible. And so I started going out there and creating these little websites and these little funnels, and I'm going to show you a bunch of them here in a minute. But I started creating these things, trying to get one or two that would make me that much money. And what I found is that some of them made me no money. In fact, a lot of them made me no money. But some of them made me some money. Like, one of them I had was making me like $20 to $30 a day. And another one I made was making me like $150 to $200 a day. And so I thought if I keep making different funnels, eventually that number's going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually I might get to the spot where I'm doing $2,739.73 a day. And at that point, I'd be making $1 million a year. And I remember that got me excited and kind of got me on this whole mission of learning how to do funnels and how to do them quickly so I could increase how much money I was making each day. And so that's kind of some of the backstory here. And the funnel I'm going to be showing you guys, it's just one of the funnels we created. We created it in January this year. And I never know what's going to take off and not take off, but that one did. Like I said, it's making me over $17,000 a day right now. So it's pretty exciting, and I'm going to have a chance to show you guys all this stuff right now. So my goal during this presentation is to give you guys the exact tools, strategies, and tactics you need to start creating your own sales funnels quickly. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you guys a gift. We're actually going to build a funnel together while we're on the webinar right here. And then at the end of this, I'm just going to give you that funnel. So you will magically have this funnel, and then you'll have if you don't have a sales funnel yet, it'll be your very first one. If you already have one, it'll be a new one you can add and it to help increase your income. Does that sound awesome? You guys want that? All right, cool. So really quick, kind of a recap in case you don't know who I am. My name is Russell Brunson, and I've been teaching and doing this whole internet marketing thing for over 10 years now, which is really exciting. And one of the most exciting times in my career so far is that Tony Robbins actually asked me to come out to Fiji and to speak at his business mastery event for all of his entrepreneurs and to teach internet marketing, which was really exciting. And so I'm out there in Fiji speaking. And then after I got done speaking, he invited me over to his home. He has this huge resort there called Namali, and he's got a beautiful home on it. And he had me come over, and then he actually interviewed me for an hour for his new Money Master DVD course, which was really cool. So I had Tony Robbins interview me on his back porch overlooking the ocean for an hour, and was like one of the coolest things ever. And they allowed my family and I to come over, and we actually went up on the roof of his home and got this picture here overlooking the ocean. So one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me for sure. And then this is a picture here of a lot of you guys probably know who Richard Branson is. He owns Virgin Airlines and Virgin Mobile and the entire Virgin brand, right? He's a billionaire, and he actually named one of his airplanes after my company. And this is a picture of him awarding it to me on stage. And there you can see on one of the airplanes it says .com Secrets Air, which was kind of cool. So if you know anything about me, those are a couple of kind of the cool things that I've had a chance to do over the last 10 years. And if you have been online for any time, you may have seen this picture right here. So I had a chance to speak at a Dan Kennedy seminar, and I spoke for 6.5 hours on stage. At the end of it, I sat down in the audience, and I kind of passed out. And one of my smart aleck friends took a picture with his iPhone, turned it into this little picture, posted it on Facebook, and it went viral. So I have people all the time come up to me and say, "Aren't you the internet marketing guy who makes money while sleeping?" And based on this picture, that is definitely who I am. So if you've seen that picture, that's kind of the backstory behind it. All right, so again, I want to kind of give you guys the path that I went on to kind of learn all this stuff. And so my very first funnel that I ever created, I put funnel in quotation marks because it wasn't really a funnel, but it was a product called How to Make a Potato Gun. And I live in Boise, Idaho, and over here we're kind of famous for potatoes. And so one spring break, my buddy and I started making these potato guns. And eventually I turned that into a course. It was my very first product that I ever sold online. And it was really cool to put that out there and have people give me money for this little dumb thing that I kind of invented. And so again, that was my very first funnel. And one day, I created 3 or 4 of these little products. One day, one of my friends called me and he said, "Hey Russell, we've been testing this thing, and we added what we call a one-time offer after somebody buys one of our products. So it's kind of like an upsell." And he says, "What's happening is like 20 to 30% of people who buy our product end up buying this upsell as well." I said, "Are you serious? That's amazing." And so I got really excited. So I went back to all my little websites that I had, and I started adding these little tiny upsells, okay, special one-time offers. And sure enough, just like he said, 20 to 30% of the people who saw that started buying it. And then literally for me, because my upsells are more expensive than my front-end products, it more than doubled my business just by adding these little tiny upsells in. And that's when I started seeing the power of a funnel. It got me so excited. And I started trying out different things and adding upsells and downsells and just to see what was going to work the best. And so a little while later, I invented this thing called the micro continuity funnel. And some of you guys may have heard of this. This was a funnel we kind of made popular a few years ago. It was just a different type of sales funnel that worked really, really well for us. And then a couple years later, one of my friends called me up and said, "Hey, we invented this thing called an automated webinar. And this is a new type of sales funnel." I'm like, "This is the coolest thing." And he showed me how it worked. He showed me all the pages, and there's a registration page and a confirmation page and a webinar, and mapped out the whole process. And I'm like, wow, this is really fascinating. I want to create an automated webinar funnel as well. So I took this idea that he had taught, and I created an automated webinar funnel, and we launched it. And what was cool is that we actually made, for my first automated webinar funnel, in 90 days, it made $1 million. And it was just one of the coolest things that I'd ever done, and just it was a new type of funnel. And so for me, I literally became obsessed with this whole funnel thing. We started building funnels, and we started split testing things and finding out what worked and what didn't work. We got so obsessed that eventually I actually wrote a book called 108 Proven Split Test Winners. That's a book that basically has all of the split tests we've ran on all of our funnels. It shows what works and what doesn't work. And we created this for the community, the marketing online community, as a gift, just to help shortcut people's success. As you'll see from this presentation, my goal is always to kind of figure out how can we shortcut everybody's success. And this was one way we did that, is by just giving a book with all of our split test winners so that people could look at it and copy it and then just have success with it, which was kind of the game plan, and it became really fun. All right. Now, over the last 10 years of doing this and playing this whole game, we've done a lot of things right, and I've also done a lot of things wrong. And so my goal is to kind of shortcut your guys' success and help you to not do the things wrong that I've done in the past. All right. And so first thing I want to show you is, this is a picture here of the sales funnel that we're going to be talking about here, the one that is currently doing almost $18,000 a day. And when we first built this, we built this in January of this year, and we did it the hard way, unfortunately, and it took us a lot of time and effort. And so I want to show you guys what the hard way looks like, because if you've tried this in the past, this is probably kind of what you had to go through. But then I'm going to show you after this the easy way that I think is going to save you a ton of time. So this is the hard way. First step, you have to design the funnel. Now, for me, this is my favorite part. I love kind of architecting and having the upsells and the downsells and all the pieces, and it gets me excited. So that's the first step. Then we had to hire somebody to write the sales letter. And that's all the words on all the pages. And that was the most expensive part. It cost us $20,000 to get the sales letter written. Then I'd hire a designer to take the sales letter and actually design it so it looked like web pages, right? So we designed it all, it looked beautiful. I was really excited. But then the problem was it was just images. And so then I had to hire a website designer to take these images, slice them all up, and put them online so they became actual web pages. Okay. So then I was excited. I finally had my funnel done, I thought. But then there was no way for people to actually come and buy the product. And so then we had to go get a programmer to go and connect our shopping cart and our autoresponder and all the pieces so that this funnel actually worked. And then we had to hire an analytics person to set up split tests. And so when all was said and done, my upfront cost to create this funnel was $29,000. Is that crazy? That's a ton of money. I could buy a new car with that much. But that's what it cost to be able to develop my very first funnel. But the worst thing for me was not just the 29 grand up front. It took me 6 to 8 weeks to create this funnel, almost 2 months to get this funnel to be live. Okay, and that was the long, hard, expensive, frustrating way. What I'm going to be showing you guys today is the easy way. In fact, I'm actually build out a funnel with you guys live, and it's going to only take about 10 to 15 minutes instead of 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm going to be able to do it, and soon you guys will be able to do it as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. And then, yeah, it's going to be awesome. So again, after 10 years, I discovered the hard way, and you guys now have a chance to cheat and get this whole all the stuff the way that we do it now, which is the easy way. All right. So if you've got your notepad out, I'm going to be covering 3 secrets today, and so I want you guys to write these down because they're important. So secret number 1 is I'm going to show you how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. So who here wants to learn that secret? Let me know in the question box, because if you don't want to know, I already know it. I can just skip it. All right, you guys. Okay, Sammy wants in. All right, you guys want in. All right, so I'll share that one for sure. So you guys will get that one. The second one I'm gonna show you guys is how to, after you find these funnels, I'm gonna show you how to clone their proven funnels in less than 10 minutes. Okay, and the last one is people say, well, I got a funnel now, but how do people actually show up in my funnel? So I'm going to show you guys how to get the exact same customers who are already going to your competitors' funnels to come over to your funnels and buy your products without ever doing a joint venture or anything. Does that sound awesome? Okay, so that's the game plan, you guys. So let's just dive right in. Secret number 1, how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. That's what we're going to cover. So the first thing you have to understand for this whole process to make sense, this is what I learned from Tony Robbins. He said, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who have already succeeded. Okay. So when I got started, or actually when I was younger, I was a wrestler. and I wanted to be the best wrestler in the entire country. And so I started going out there and practicing a lot. And then I started looking for other people who were more successful than me, and I started modeling them. I found better wrestlers. I went and worked out with them. I modeled them. I learned what they were doing, and eventually, I was able to become one of the top wrestlers in America. Okay. When I started my business, I had the same kind of thing. I looked out there, and there were all these people who were having success. And I thought, man, I'm going to find who was already successful. I'm going to model what they're doing. And I did that, and I became successful online. The exact same thing works with sales funnels. When you have a sales funnel, you, instead of just building one and making one up off the top of your head, you got to find another sales funnel that's already successful, and then you model it. Okay. Now I've got a high-end coaching program, and people always come and they ask me and say, "Hey, I've got this new idea and a new market. Nobody's ever sold anything in this market before. I got a new idea, a new way to sell things, and it's going to be awesome." And usually my first thing I tell them is this. I say, you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and they're lying face down in the dirt. Okay. People always want to be the pioneers, but the pioneers are the ones that struggle. Okay. For me, I want to find out what's already successful and then model it. Okay. I want to find out the pioneers who already have all the wounds, who already spent the time and the energy and the money to figure it out, and then just model them. Okay. For example, I had a chance to hear a guy named Porter Stansberry speak a little while ago. And Porter works for a company called Agora Publishing, and they're the biggest publishing company in the world. They do over $1 billion a year in information product sales. And Porter runs their biggest division, and he said, look, every single year we have people who try to come and compete with us. And he said, we have the most successful financial newsletter in the world. And they come in and they try to make up all these ideas. They try new ways to sell it in different price points. He says, look, we do $1 billion a year in sales. We're spending hundreds of millions of dollars testing every price point, every variable, every upsell, every downsell, everything you can dream of, we're testing. He says, these guys come in and try to compete with us. How are they going to compete unless they model us? He says, if they want to be successful in the financial newsletter market, they need to model what we're doing because we perfected it. Okay. And when he said that, it really rung true to me. I said, look, I don't want to try to reinvent the wheel. In the future, I want to be successful quickly. So I'm going to find out who's successful and then just model them. Okay. And so that's kind of the way this process works. Now, the first thing you got to understand, you guys, is that there are two types of competitors. Okay. And the first are your direct competitors. So for me, I sell a nerve pain supplement. So my direct competitors are anybody else who sells a nerve pain supplement. Okay. Pretty easy, right? So for you, you got to look at who are your competitors, who's selling the exact same thing you are. Second type of competitor are your indirect competitors. Now, your indirect competitors are all the people they're all the people who are selling to your same audience. Okay, so we found out that for our nerve pain supplement, that like 80% of our customers are diabetics. And so what we found is that if somebody's selling diabetic ebooks or diabetic cookbooks or testing strips, those are our indirect competitors. Okay, and I need to know who those people are as well because I need to look at their funnels as well. Okay, so for each of you guys on here, you need to know who are your direct competitors and your indirect competitors. And if you're just getting started right now and you don't have one yet, you got to find out who you want to model, like what market do you want to be in, and go find someone who's already doing. Find someone who will be your future competitor, and you need to find that person. Okay. Now, after you've done that, step number one is you need to model your competitor's layout. Okay. So for me, with our supplement funnel, I went and I found this was one that was successful that was out there. Okay. So it was kind of an ugly web page. It had this logo on the left hand, then a phone number on the right hand, then this long form sales letter. And I saw it, and I was like, that's an ugly web page, but they're making some good money on it. So instead of trying to reinvent the wheel and be creative, I'm going to model it. Now notice I said model, I didn't say copy. Okay, copying would be copying and pasting all the words and copying them over to mine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about modeling the layout and the look and the feel. Because if it's working somewhere else, it should work for you as well. So our very first version of our page, we modeled their look and their feel. Notice I've got a logo on the left-hand side, a phone number, a long-form sales letter. Okay, we tested a couple, like I had this little start your free trial button we were testing at the time. But for the most part, we modeled theirs almost identical. And what was cool is after we launched this, pretty quickly we were able to get to the point where we were making about $20,000 a month. Okay, so that was step number one. Now, the next step is you gotta look at, you've modeled their layout. Now let's model their funnel. So I went back to these guys and I said, I'm going to find out what their funnel is. So I went and I bought the product. And after I did, I went to see if there was an upsell or a downsell or some kind of funnel, and there wasn't. Okay, so these guys weren't very advanced marketers. They didn't really know what they were doing. So I thought, okay, well, my direct competitors don't know what they're doing, so let me go find some indirect competitors. I went out there, started looking, and I found a website that if somebody was selling supplements, just like me, different supplement, but selling to the exact same market. And I found out they were making between $2 and $3 million a month. I thought, cool, I want to see what they're doing. So I went to the website, In the first page, they had a video sales letter that looked just like this. Now, when I clicked on the add to cart button, it took me to an order form like this, and they were selling 1, 3, or 4 bottles, and I saw their price points and everything. So then I pulled my credit card out of my wallet, and I bought this. I want to see, well, what else are they doing? Like, what's their funnel look like? So I spent about $100. I bought their product, and I saw that after I buy it, the first upsell is 6 more bottles of the thing that I just bought on the last page. I remember seeing that and thinking, that's crazy. Why would they do that? Nobody would ever buy 6 more bottles. They just bought 4 bottles. Why would they buy 6 more? I thought it was like the craziest thing that I'd ever heard of. And at first I was like, I'm not going to do that. That's a dumb idea. But after a while, luckily for me, I sat back and said, you know what? They are the pioneers. They've got the arrows in the back. They're making $2 or $3 million a month. They're testing tons of stuff. Instead of me trying to reinvent the wheel, I'm just going to just assume that they know what they're talking about, and I'm going to model this layout. And look, they had upsells and downsells. So I kind of took their sales process, and then we modeled it. Okay, so here is my sales process for our supplement. We start with a video sales letter. Then he clicked on the add to cart button. It took him to an order form that had 1, 3, or 4 bottles. We had the same price point, same everything. I modeled it as close as I could. Again, I didn't copy it. My supplement's different. Theirs is fish oils. Mine is for nerve pain, so it's different. But I modeled the layout and the structure. Okay. Then I add my upsell, which I did 6 more bottles of my product. I did my upsells and my downsells as well. So I modeled their funnel. Okay. Now what's cool is after I modeled their funnel, we almost overnight went from $20,000 a month to almost $20,000 a day. Okay, you guys getting this? Does that make sense? How you can just shortcut your success dramatically by doing it? Okay. Now for me, I'm an entrepreneur. I like to create ideas and try to figure out new ways to do things. And so for me, up until this point, I'm modeling as close to identical as possible. And then after all said and done, then I come back and try to beat that control. Okay, so then I came back, I took our video sales letter that was working, and we tested a bunch of things, and eventually we were able to build this version that did beat our control. But this was the first time I was creative. Prior to this, I just followed what was already proven to work. Okay, not till step 3 did I try to become creative and see if I could beat out what they had out there. Okay, is that awesome, you guys? So that's kind of the process we went through here. Now I want to share with you guys a really quick video from one of my friends named Jamel, and he was building out a new supplement funnel, and they were kind of doing it the wrong way. And then I had a chance to talk to them, and I flew out to their office, and I spent some time with them, and I said, look, just do it this way. Model what we've already proven to work. And I want to use this video because it's going to kind of share from his experience what happened. Okay. Now, again, one other thing I want to mention that I think is important here is that this video, because we're streaming through GoToWebinar, it might be a little bit choppy, but just listen to the words, because that's really the key here, is understanding what he's saying. All right.
So really quick backstory. I had a chance to go out and spend a little while with these guys in their company, and they were about to launch a new supplement. And they're like, hey, look at our funnel. What should we do? And I was like, just copy mine. It works really, really good. So I'd love for you to kind of talk about what happened when you guys did your funnel and then some of the results that have happened since then.
Yeah, I'd like to re-emphasize his point about just cloning and copying and modeling what works. So we are a digital product company. We have information products, coaching products, and we were doing about $1 million a year. And I manage all the sales funnels and sales optimization. And we were going to come out with a physical product line. And we were like, who's done this before? Who's been really successful? We reached out to Russell. He helped us model exactly NeuroCell. Actually, it's funny because I'm looking at what you modeled, and I had the exact same reaction. The first upsell that we have in place is more of the same thing that they just bought. And we were like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So we sold them a bottle of our new product called Organifi. Our first one-time offer was 3 more bottles after they already bought that. And the take rate was like 20 or 30%. Then we thought, Russell actually mentioned, we should implement subscription on everything. So we had 3 options. We modeled exactly Russell's first sales page. 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles, modeled his pricing, 47, 129, 149, exactly the same. Sorry for stealing everything, but it works.
I love it. It's still away.
Yeah. And then once we implemented all the pieces, in actually like a week, which is crazy, we matched his results. We're doing, am I allowed to say the numbers? Or? Yeah.
I hope so. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear his numbers?
Yeah.
I want to hear his numbers. Let's hear them.
So the first day that we opened up the gates, we did 12,000 in sales. The second day we did 34,000. The third day we did 36,000. And that was just opening the gates. And every single day after that, we've done around 15 to 20,000 because of the way that the funnels are structured. So it's really exciting. And we owe a lot to Russell. I mean, he came out, he helped us with our funnels. He broke down everything we were doing wrong, everything we were doing right, and showed exactly what they did, and we just copied it, and it works. So
That's awesome. Give him a round of applause.
So thank you,
Awesome.
Russell. Yeah.
All right, you guys getting this? Like literally, they went from having no funnel to implementing, and they just model what we did, and out of the gates, instantly they were having success. Okay, I can't tell you how many people I meet online who they try thing after thing after thing, and they can't be successful. It's because they're trying to make up something. You need to find out what's already successful and then just model it. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, Russell, does this only work for supplement funnels? And the answer is no. It works for supplement funnels, for coaching funnels, for information product funnels, for e-commerce funnels, for local business funnels. It works for all types of funnels. Okay. In fact, for example, right here, this is my coaching funnel. So I'm curious, how many of you guys who are on the webinar right now, how many of you guys are coaches or you want to become a coach? Okay. We got a couple coaches out there. Good. So if you want to be a successful coach, have a good coaching funnel, this is my coaching funnel. This funnel right here makes me over $250,000 a month, every single month, like clockwork. So if you want to model a coaching funnel, probably should look at this one. It's working pretty good for us. Okay. Second question is, who here has their own information product or wants to create one? Well, if you do, here's my info product funnel. And guess what? This funnel makes me between $3,000 and $4,000 a day, every single day, and it just works. So if you want a good coaching funnel, you should probably model one of these, or excuse me, a good info product funnel, you should probably model this. Okay, if you sell e-commerce products, this is my e-commerce funnel. Okay, one of our products is a cold sore zapper machine. We call it Vigon, and it gets rid of cold sores. And so we created that, and then we looked at the other people having successful e-commerce funnels. We modeled it, and boom, now we have a very successful e-commerce funnel as well. Okay, is it making sense, you guys? And the coolest thing about this entire thing is I learned all of these hacks, all these things, all these shortcuts by investing about $100. Okay, for me, that's what it cost me to buy my competitor's supplement and be able to see his entire funnel, millions of dollars worth of hacks that he spent to learn, and I can come and just model them. Okay, this is the power, you guys. This is what I want you guys to understand, because this will shave months, if not years, off of your learning curve and get you to success fast. Okay, so again, that's the first step in here. Okay, so secret number 2. Now you have secret number 1. Secret number 2. I'm going to show you guys how to clone their proven funnels in less than 10 minutes. Okay, so after you have a funnel created, you've seen what it looks like, then you got to map it out. So what I do is I like opening up, or I like going to my whiteboard and I kind of draw it out. So here's their first page and their upsell and their downsell. And I try to draw it out visually like this so I can see it first. Okay, now what I'm doing right now is I'm going to build a funnel with you guys. And at the end of this webinar, I'm just going to give it to you guys so you can have your own funnel. Is that exciting? All right, so the funnel we're going to create. So I'm going to create, in fact, I almost finished this whole thing for you already, so I'm going to give it to you guys when we're done. But we created a product for you called Funnelology, the study of funnels, right? I think I spelled that wrong, but it's close enough. So Funnelology, right? And so I knew what I was going to create was going to be a product teaching people about how to use funnels, and I was going to give that to you guys to sell. So first step I went out was try to find someone that already has a successful funnel that I can model. And so I found a guy who had a really cool funnel that was making a lot of money with it, and this is what it looked like. It started with a landing page like this. He offered a free case study right here, CS case study. Then underneath it, he had a button where you could download the case study. Then he had some headlines and some copy over here. Then you click on this button, it would pop up, a pop-up. You put your email address in, and when you do, it took him over to a long-form sales letter where for $7 you could buy their first product. And then after that, then there was a video sales letter to upsell them. So there's a video here that would upsell them on a $37 product. Now, how do you guys think I knew that there was a $37 product here? Yep, I invested a whopping $7 to find out. I bought the guy's product to see what the funnel looked like. So I bought the product, saw the funnel, and then after you got that, then took you to a members area where it gave you access to whatever it is you just bought. Okay, so I saw this guy's funnel, and he's making a lot of money with it. So I thought, when we create our Funnelology course, this is the funnel we're going to model. I'm going to create a $7 product right here, a $37 product right here, membership site, and we will just model this almost identically. Okay, so that's what I did, and I'm going to show you guys how we can do this in about 10 minutes. And then at the end of it, I'm going to give you this funnel, and you can have it, you can go sell it, and keep 100% of the money. Any of the money you make from here or here, you keep 100%. All the leads you get from here, you keep 100%. All right. Okay, so let me guys show you how this works. Now, one one thing that Peter kind of alluded to at the beginning is we have some software that has sped up this process. Okay, prior to ClickFunnels, it used to take us 4 or 5 people along with about 10 to 15 different tools to be able to glue together and build one sales funnel. And it was hard and it was frustrating and it didn't hardly ever work. So because of that, we created ClickFunnels so you can do it very simple and very easy. So I'm going to show you guys a demo of us creating this entire funnel in ClickFunnels. All right. So this is what it looks like when you log in. You can create an opt-in funnel, a sales funnel, a webinar funnel, an automated webinar funnel, a membership site, a product launch funnel, any kind of funnel you can dream of, you can build inside of ClickFunnels. We don't just do landing pages like our competitors. So for this example, I'm going to build a sales funnel. So I click on Create Sales Funnel. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through and it'll create all the pages I need for a sales funnel. My squeeze page, my sales page, my upsell page, my order form, my order confirmation page, my thank you page. Everything will be created. So right now I'm going to edit my squeeze page. That's the first page in my funnel. So I click on Open in Editor, and it's going to open up a website editor. Okay, now one of the cool things about this is you'll notice there's other website editors out there on the market, but most of them, they kind of give you some templates and you can change the words, but that's about it. Okay, so when we developed ClickFunnels, we wanted something that wasn't just going to keep me stuck in one spot. We wanted something where I could create anything I could dream of. So here's the page, and here I can edit the headline. I can change it out. I can add logos if I want. I can edit the text here. I can make it bold. So all basic things to be able to make this page awesome. All right. But this is where it gets exciting. Let's say I look at this page. I'm like, I don't like this button here. So I can grab it and just boom, move it to the other side. Or let's say you want to add something underneath this image. I can click on this plus button and there's a whole bunch of elements. I can add countdown clocks, pricing tables, FAQ blocks. So I'm going to add a countdown clock right here. There's a countdown clock, and literally within like 5 seconds, I have an amazing looking countdown clock right here on my landing page. Okay. And if I decide I don't like the layout, I can grab the button and move it back over here. Or I can grab the clock and move it over here. Whatever I want to do, I can do just by dragging and dropping. Okay. What's cool is you don't have to have any website skills or abilities or anything, which I don't, which is good. But literally anybody can do that. Okay. So we spent maybe 60 to 90 seconds now editing that page, and it's done. So page number 1 in our funnel is finished. Page number 2 now is our sales page. Okay. So that's the second page we mapped out over here in our funnel. So we're going to do that one, work on that one now. So I come right here and I click on Open Editor. And it'll open up that page over here inside of ClickFunnels. Now, I took the liberty of copying and pasting all this text in here before the webinar so that you guys wouldn't have to watch me copying and pasting text for 10 minutes or so. So I put all the text in here, but this is my long form sales letter. Okay, and we're going to sell the product for $7, which is pretty easy. All right, now I will take you to the next step. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the actual order form. Okay, so the order form, what's interesting, when we started doing all of our split tests and everything, we found that the place that you can increase your conversions the most was on your order form. But most shopping carts give you really ugly order forms that you can't do anything about. And so we created this so that you could design your order forms to look any way you wanted to. And our order forms integrate with Infusionsoft, with Ontraport, with any of the major shopping carts out there. Or if you don't have a shopping cart, we've got one internally that you can use for free inside of ClickFunnels as well. Okay, so you can rearrange the order page, you can drag and drop, you can add elements, you can do anything you want to make your order form look awesome. Okay, which is kind of cool. And this is one of my favorite parts, you guys, because back in the day I could never edit order forms. It was a nightmare. Where now, literally drag and drop, and boom, in seconds you can make this thing look exactly the way you want it to look. Is that awesome? All right, cool. So there's the order form. I got some comments coming over to the other side, which is exciting. Very cool. And we're just getting started. You guys haven't seen everything yet. Okay, so there's that. This is the upsell page. I'm going to edit the upsell page. One thing to note while this is happening, each of these pages, there's tons of different templates you can pick from. And all the templates we have inside of ClickFunnels are ones that we've tested and tried and we know are going to work. Okay, so you can rest assured knowing that the layout of these pages work. So here's our upsell page we created. I can edit it if I want, but for right now I'm just going to show you there's the upsell page. Now that page is saved as well. Okay, so far we're almost done with the funnel. Now one thing I noticed is accidentally I had the pages over here on the left-hand side were in the wrong order. So I can just grab one of the buttons here and I can move it and boom, instantly updates the entire order of our sales funnel. Is that exciting? So let's say you have 2 or 3 upsells and one's out of place. You can grab it, move it. It'll automatically inside the page update all the links so that the sales funnel will continue to work. All right, now I'm going to make a membership site with you. So the first step is you've got to figure out what the lesson modules are. Okay, usually when you create a new a course or something, you got different modules, right? Module 1, Module 2, Module 3. So the first step is to go and create all those lesson sections. So I just created section number 1, which will be Funnelology 101. Now it's going to be the very first module in this training course. Okay, now obviously each of you guys, your training will be different, so you got to kind of figure out what your modules are going to be. Then you go and create it. So the next section I'll do is module number 2, which will be Funnelology 102. Okay, and if I want to, I can go back and I can create as many sections as I want. Usually my training courses have 6 to 8 sessions on average. So you create the sections first, then you go and you actually create the lessons. So lesson number 1, I'm going to call this Welcome to Funnelology. So they first log in, they're going to see that. And then I can set up a drip delay. So if I can say, let this person, they create an account, don't show this lesson until day 5 or day 10 if you want to. Okay, or you can have it open immediately if you want. So I'm going to add a couple lessons here so you can see how that works and show you how easy it is. Okay, so Funnelology 101, I'm going to set my drip. So I'll have this one will unlock after they've been a member for 1 day. And I do lesson number 3 here. And kind of go through the same process. So for me, when I create a members area, I start with what are the lesson sections, like what are the modules, then what are all the titles of the lessons inside the module, and I go through and we're going to build out the lessons next. This one I'll do drip delay of 5 days, but again, you can set it for a drip delay of anything you want. And I've got the lessons there. Let's say when the lesson's out of order, I can literally grab it and just move it and boom, pops in and now it's in the right order. Okay, now I'm going to show you, now you got the lessons created, now you just got to go and add the content to the actual lesson. Okay, this is probably one of the best parts, you guys, how simple and easy it is. I tried to do membership sites for years. I can never do it. Now, literally you go and just click, edit the text on it. If you want to put a video in there, you click on the video block, you tell it which video, and boom, the video pops in there. You can add your resources, download links, everything you want, and boom, almost in minutes, your entire membership site is created. Okay. Do you guys see why this is so powerful? Do you see why this saves you insane amounts of time? We spent literally less than 10 minutes right now, and the entire sales funnel, this thing that we kind of mapped out ahead of time, is finished. Now, obviously, there's things we got to go back and do. We got to go and put in our shopping cart links and our autoresponders, and there's a couple more steps. But for the most part, in just a few minutes, the entire sales funnel was created. And that's really the power of ClickFunnels. All right. Okay, so my question for you guys is, who here thinks that ClickFunnels is awesome? Okay. All right, we've got Lucian says, this is amazing. We've got Sammy saying, wow. Okay, we've got a lot of you guys. Valerie says, me. All right, so the system's amazing, you guys. We spent insane amounts of time because we wanted to speed up how long it took us to build a sales funnel. Because every funnel we build could be worth anywhere from $10 a day up to $20,000 a day. So if I can build those faster and easier, then any way I can do that, I can create to make that happen is awesome. Okay. So again, who here wants the sales funnel we just built out, the Funnelology one? All right, cool. John said, what's a word for better than awesome? Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is after this webinar is over, GoToWebinar will tell me everyone who stayed on to the end. And so I will go and I'll export this probably tomorrow morning, and I'll email every single person who's on this webinar a link. You'll just go and click on that link, and this entire funnel we just built will magically appear inside your ClickFunnels account. Then you just got to go in there and add your payment links. I'll show you how to do that. It's really easy. And then that funnel is yours. And anytime you sell someone, you'll keep 100% of the money that comes through it. Is that awesome, you guys? So that is my goal. That's my gift for you guys for being on this this training webinar. Okay. Now, again, prior to ClickFunnels, for us to create that funnel right there, it took us designers, webmasters, programmers, analytics people, insane amounts of staff and overhead and headaches to get one funnel created. And now I can do inside of ClickFunnels in just minutes, and I can do it all by myself, which is exciting. Okay. So let me show you just some of the tools that ClickFunnels replaces. Our members told us that the average ClickFunnels member saves between $500 and $1,000 a month by all the different tools and software and services they can cancel. Let me show you just a small video showing you exactly just a few of the things that ClickFunnels replaces. So you can continue using your landing page software, your membership site software, your tracking software, and your analytics software, plus your shopping cart, Photoshop, your website design software, your CRM, your split testing software, your automated webinar software, your website design software. And on top of all of that, you still got to hire a designer to make it look good and a programmer to get it all set up. Or you could just use ClickFunnels. Awesome. Okay, you guys seeing the power behind this? Like, It's literally transformed our business. Now, I always tell people that there are a lot of really good tools online, a lot of good things you need to be able to grow a company, but there's two tools that are essential that you have to run an online business. The first tool is you have to have an email autoresponder, and the second is you have to have ClickFunnels. Okay, now I'm just grateful to be part of the team that was able to bring you ClickFunnels. In fact, here's a picture of me of my two partners as we were kind of designing this and building it out. On the left-hand side, there's Dylan. On the right-hand side is Todd. And we wanted to build something that would change our industry and really change how people sell things online. And I've told people from day number one, I said, if I was to never sell a single copy of ClickFunnels, it would still make me millions of dollars because of the tool that it is. But I'm just grateful to be part of the team that has a chance to bring it to you and to share it with you. And I hope you can hear my sincerity, my passion about the ClickFunnels, because it literally has changed my business and changed my life forever. All right, so we covered 2 different secrets so far. Let's move on to secret number 3, which is going to show you how to start getting people, traffic, to show up at your website and start giving you money. Who here wants money? Okay, that's the whole point of this, right? All right, cool. So let me dive into this. So the first step here, and this kind of goes back to step number 1, is you got to find a sales funnel that is working, right? I've had 3 or 4 questions, people saying, well, how do you know if a sales funnel is making money or not? And so what I do is I go to a website called ClickBank, www.clickbank.com. And if you go here, ClickBank is a digital marketplace with over 100,000 successful sales funnels. Okay, 100,000 sales funnels, you guys. And the coolest thing about ClickBank is that it categorizes them by how much money each sales funnel is making. Okay, so for example, today I went over to ClickBank and I went to the marketplace and I clicked on health and fitness and I looked at this thing and I checked it out, and then not the number 1, number 2, but the number 3 one was a weight loss offer called the Venus Factor. So for this example, I was pretending like, what if I was going to make a weight loss offer? How would I do it? How would this whole process work? Okay, so I went to the Venus Factor, and again, it's on page 1 in ClickBank. Now, to put that into kind of put that into perspective for you, one of my friends was on ClickBank a couple years ago and got his weight loss product onto page number 1. When he was on page number 1, he was making between $40,000 and $50,000 a day. Okay, so I don't know VenusFactor.com. I don't know the owners. I don't know how much money they make. But my guess is by them being in this spot right here, they're probably making anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 a day. Okay, so if I was going to make a weight loss offer, this would probably be a good one to model. Okay, if I was going to make a diabetes offer, check it out. There's one right above it. I'd probably try to test out. Okay, so if I was going to make a weight loss offer, I look at Venus Factor. Next step I'd go to VenusFactor.com and I'd actually buy the product. Okay, I want to see what the price point is. I want to see the upsells, the downsells. I want to see everything that's happening on that website. Okay. So that's the first step here. Now, after I've bought their product and know what's happening, now I've got to find out where in the world is all their traffic coming from. If they're making $50,000 a day, where are all those people coming from, right? That's what I want to know. And so what I do is there's a couple paid tools you can use out there that'll help you find this, but there's one that I use a lot that's free. It's SimilarWeb.com. Okay, so I recommend you guys write this down, SimilarWeb.com. Now I go to SimilarWeb.com and I just type in the website URL of the funnel that I want to model. So I type in VenusFactor.com and I click on the search button, and boom, it starts showing me all this really cool information about this website. Okay, now if you look at this, I don't know if you can see this or not, but Venus Factor is getting between 2 and 3 million visitors a month, every single month. Is that crazy? That's how they're making their $50,000 a day. If I had 2 or 3 million people a month coming to my website, I could probably do the same thing, don't you think? So that's kind of exciting. Now I can dig a little deeper on that on SimilarWeb, and it'll show me all of the websites that are sending these guys traffic in the order of how much traffic they're sending them. Okay, so the first site is lifeguru.com, naturalnews.com, newsmax.com, and it kind of goes down from there. Now, I don't know how much traffic they're getting from lifeguru.com, but my guess is if they're getting 3 million visitors a month, they're probably getting like 1 million visitors a month from lifeguru.com. That's my guess. Okay, so I want to see like, what is Life? I've never heard of lifeguru.com. Let's go check it out. So I went to the website, and this is what it was. It was a blog, and on this blog, they're helping people find love and eat healthy and look fit and all sorts of weight loss stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, this is this blog that's sending them, 1 million visitors a month. How are they doing that? I started looking around, and all of a sudden, check out what I saw down here on the bottom right-hand side. There was this little banner ad. It said 5 foods we never eat. And if I clicked on that, guess where that ad took me? It took me to VenusFactor.com. Okay, you guys getting this? Pretty interesting, huh? So I already know that 1 million people are coming a month from this website right here. I see exactly the banner ad. All I got to do is come and put my banner ad in that exact same spot. I've heard people say, well, if they're giving that ad space to Venus Factor, they're not going to give it to you as well. The reality is if this site's sending Venus Factor 1 million visitors a month, they're probably getting 20, 30, 40, 50 million a month visitors a month to their site. Okay, and what happens is these websites don't just sell advertising to one person; they might sell to 10 or 20 or 30 people. Okay, and so the first person might see Venus Factors ad, but the second person might see the Truth About Abs ad, and the third person might see some other weight loss ad. So I can come in there, and for a shockingly low amount of money, I can put my ad on there, and all of a sudden a percentage of all those people coming to this website will now start coming to my website. Hey, you guys getting this? All right, so the next cool thing that I love on SimilarWeb is I scroll down, there's a little button right here that says show the ads. If you click on that, it's going to show you exactly what banner ads the Venus Factor is running. Okay, now here they are. And what's cool about it is I can look at those ads, and in this tool right here on SimilarWeb, if you upgrade, it'll actually show you how long each of these ads have been running. So say, hey, this ad right here has been running for 6 months, or for 700 days, or 800 days, or maybe it ran for 3 days and we stopped. So I can know, like, this ad's working and this one's not working. This one's been working for 2 years. It must be working awesome. So let me ask you. We know two things right now, right? First, we know exactly where they're advertising. And second, we know exactly what they're saying on their ads. So what do? Okay, we model what works, right? So what I do is I come back and I say, okay, we know what's working. We know the message is working on the banner ads. We know the design that works. We know the sizes that are working. So I just need to go and create a banner ad that looks very similar to theirs. So the next step is to go and get your banner ads designed. All right, so the website I use is called $20banners.com. Okay, now someone asked me the other day, said, well, Russell, how much does it cost to get your banner ads designed there? And the answer is $20, right? $20 banners. So it's pretty cheap to get your banner ads designed. So all I do is I go to $20 banners. I say, here are my competitors' banner ads. I want banner ads to look very similar. Okay, but instead of using their picture, use mine. Instead of using their headline, use mine. And I don't copy, you guys. Okay, if you copy their look and their feel, the advertiser's not going to let you put the exact same banner ad on their site. Okay, but I can model the layout. I can model the images. So if I know if they've got a woman looking this way, I need a woman looking this way. If they got a headline looks like this, my headline needs to look like this. And I model the look and the feel as close as I can. That makes sense, you guys? And after I do that, then I go back to the exact same websites that their ads are on, and I put my ad on there. And almost overnight, almost instantly, it's not almost instantly, a percentage of that stream of traffic that's going to Venus Factor will all of a sudden start going over to me. Okay, you guys getting this? Like, literally, this is not that hard, you guys, to start getting traffic when you understand that this is how the game is played. This is how we took a funnel that was making $20,000 a month, and got to making $20,000 a day. This is how we scaled up our traffic, by following this exact same process. Okay? All right. All right. Sammy said, this is mind-blowing. He said, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Cool. I hope not. I want you guys to see this, because people always tell me, like, Russell, it's not possible your funnel's making 17 grand a day. It is. It's not that hard. Okay, I model the funnel. I reverse engineer the traffic. And I'm just stepping into the same stream of traffic that's already going to other people's websites. Now it's coming to mine. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? Does this get you guys fired up and excited, I hope? Awesome. I'm excited. Sammy's excited.
Can I just go in here?
Oh, yeah, please do.
Mate, I've got my team watching the webinar, and my Skype and Facebook is lighting up. We're all so excited about what we're seeing here. I just wanted to add that, mate.
That's awesome. No, it's seriously, because I don't know about you. I've always struggled with a lot of ways to drive traffic. I tried Google PPC. I could never figure that out. Then I tried SEO, and that was, for me, was like way too confusing for me. I even tried Facebook, and I couldn't. It's just too technical for me. Whereas this was like easy, and there's so much more traffic to have. Like, literally, I find this website. I call the dude up that owns the website. I'm like, hey, man, I see you got a banner ad for my competitors. Can I throw mine in there? He's like, sure, this is what it costs. I'm like, sweet, here's my banner ad. And it's done. No keywords, no backlinks, no targeting, no interest. I just go to exactly where my competitors are at. I throw my ad out there in front of them. Okay? And it's awesome, you guys. So I hope that the light bulbs are going off in all your guys' heads, and you guys just do this. Okay? All right. So far, I've kind of shared with you guys 3 core secrets. I want to make sure you guys have these written down. So the first one, we talked about how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100, right? That was the first step. And that's your guys' homework for tonight, is to go out there and actually find your competitors and buy their products. You need to know what they're doing. You know what their upsells, their downsells are, because if you don't know what that is, how are you going to compete? Okay, so first off, you're going to go buy your competitors' products tonight. Second off, after you do that, you're going to log into ClickFunnels, and you're going to clone their process. And literally, like I show you, you guys can do this in about 10 minutes. And secret number 3 is you can get the exact same customers to buy your products that are buying their products without ever doing a JV, without ever talking to them. You just got to go and get your ad in the exact same traffic that their ads are coming from. All right. So let me ask you guys a question. We've been on here for almost an hour now. We've covered a lot of stuff. I know I talk really, really fast, and I apologize. But I want to know how many of you guys feel excited and how many of you guys feel a little bit like this. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but this picture makes me laugh every time I see it. The first time I ever spoke at an event, when I came off the event, somebody came up to me and said, "Man, Russell, I feel like you were talking, or I feel like I had a fire hose up to my mouth. That's how much information, how fast you were talking." And so I saw this picture the first time, it made me laugh. And I realized that we've covered a lot in a short period of time. And I realized that I've given you guys some really powerful tools that you can run on that are actionable, you can make money with today. But when we were kind of setting this webinar with Peter and we were talking about this, we wanted to create something that would give you guys a shortcut and also hold you by the hand to make sure you're going to be successful. So you're not going to get caught up in the little things that kind of keep people from being successful. And I wanted to give you guys more hacks, more ways to speed up your process here. And so I wanted to ask you guys permission really quick. Do you mind if I share with you guys a package we created just for you guys called Funnel Hacks? It'll literally take this process I just showed you and make it very simple, very streamlined, and something you guys can do very, very quickly. Is that something you guys mind if I share with you guys real quick? Awesome. Cool. I like asking permission first because I don't want to be the person who kind of assumes that. I wanted to give a ton of value before I ever made any kind of special offer. But this offer, I think, is going to help you guys out a lot, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So the first thing you're going to get is I'm actually going to give you guys a year of ClickFunnels for free. Okay? Who here wants ClickFunnels for free for an entire year? No monthly payments for a whole year. Who here wants that? Okay, I don't know about you, but monthly payments kind of drive me crazy, so I want it for free if I can. So the first thing, if you invest in Funnel Hacks, I'm going to give you a year account to ClickFunnels for free, and not just any level of account. I'm going to give you our enterprise account. Okay, and our enterprise account are our top level accounts, which those accounts get 70 funnels, 300 pages, over 100,000 monthly visitors can visit their website. You get unlimited members in your membership sites and more. Okay, so that's kind of what you guys will get as an enterprise member, which is exciting. And after you've done that, now you'll be able to create opt-in funnels and sales funnels and webinar funnels and automated webinar funnels and product launch funnels and membership sites and more. Okay, you'll be able to do all that stuff inside of ClickFunnels, you guys. All right, and when you do that, it means you're going to be able to get rid of a bunch of stuff as well. Remember I told you before that our average member is able to cancel between $500 and $1,000 per month of monthly cost for other things that they're using. So you can literally get rid of your landing page software. In fact, one of our competitors charges the exact same amount we do, and they only do landing pages. Okay, you can get rid of all your split testing software, your shopping cart software, or if you have a shopping cart you like, you can come and integrate it into ClickFunnels. You can literally get rid of your autoresponder if you want, or if you have an autoresponder you like, you can come and integrate it into ClickFunnels. You can get rid of your automated webinar software, your membership site software. You can get rid of Photoshop. In fact, the first time one of my main designers used ClickFunnels, he emailed me back and said, "Russell, I will never use Photoshop again." I thought that was pretty powerful coming from a guy who all he's done for the last 10 years is Photoshop. He said ClickFunnels is easier, faster, and better. You can get rid of WordPress. You can get rid of your programmers, your designers, your webmasters, and so much more. Okay? Literally, guys, you will be able to save so much money monthly just by having ClickFunnels that it's insane. Now, some people are asking me right now in the chat saying, "Well, what if I already have a ClickFunnels account, Russell? What happens?" And that, if you do, that's okay. All you have to do is when you get the Funnel Hacks package, we're gonna upgrade your account to the enterprise level, so you'll go up to the $300 a month level. But then we're gonna give it to you for free for an entire year. So you won't pay any more monthly fees after today for an entire year. Okay. Now, the next question logically is like, well, what happens after a year, Russell? Like in a year, am I billed $300 a month? And the answer is no. In a year from now, you have a chance to look at your business and see what makes sense. Okay, we've got packages that start from $37 a month all the way up to $300 a month. You say, look, my funnels right now are doing this. I need to be at the $97 a month level. Or you kind of pick at that time which one makes the most sense to you. But you don't need to make that decision for an entire year. For an entire year, you can use it for free, send as much traffic as you want, have as much fun as you want with it. And in a year from now, you'll be able to see from inside the members area and say, hey, I should be at this level. And then at that point, you can make that choice. Okay. All right. So what you're going to get right now is you're going to get a 1-year enterprise account to ClickFunnels. That's a $3,564 value. That's what you'll pay if you go right now to ClickFunnels.com. Okay. Second thing is that the software is awesome, but I want to make sure you guys know how to use the software and you can make a ton of money with it. So what we're doing starting this Monday, we're actually doing a live 6 weeks funnel hack masterclass where I'm going to go through the 6 core funnels inside of ClickFunnels. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to create these. Okay, so the first week's gonna be opt-in funnel. So I'm gonna show you how to create an opt-in funnel. I'm going to show you guys how to create your ethical bribe and all the things you need for a successful opt-in funnel. I'll show you behind the scenes of all my opt-in funnels, and that'll be the first half of the training. Then second half of the training, I'm going to go on there and actually build them with you inside of ClickFunnels so you know exactly how to do the technical side of it. Okay, I'll show you how to integrate your autoresponder, all those type of things, so that at the end of the training, you'll have everything you need to be able to create an opt-in funnel. Now, if you are the kind of person who does not want to have any hand inside any kind of techie stuff, you can bring your tech guy or tech gal on those trainings and I'll train them for you. Or if you have a son or a daughter or someone who you like to have me train, bring them on the training webinar and I will show them exactly how to become your funnel building machine. Okay, so that's kind of an extra bonus there. So 6-week masterclass. Again, each week we'll focus on one funnel type. So at the end of it, you're gonna be able to have all these funnels and be able to start making money with all of them. And obviously not all of you guys can create every funnel over the 6 weeks. And so because of that, we're recording every single one of these trainings as well. And so let's say in a year from now, you're like, hey, now I'm ready to launch a membership site. Then you can go in and watch the recordings of the membership funnel one, watch that, and then go in and actually go and create your membership funnel at that point. Okay, but the live training is starting this Monday, which is why it's important for you guys to get started now. Okay, now here's a couple of testimonies of people who have gone through my funnel hacks training. This first is from Liz. Liz is down in New Zealand, and she is one of the coolest people you'll ever meet. She had an offline consulting business and was doing really well with it, and she wanted to launch an online company, and she'd never created a funnel before, and she decided for her very first one to make a webinar funnel, okay, which, again, we'll be covering webinar funnels on week number 3. So she created a webinar funnel, and this is what she sent me. She said, with our new funnel, which was the webinar funnel, this month we got 35 new clients at $997 each. Now that we have the funnel perfected, we're on track to get 100 new clients this month. Okay, now I'm not that good at math, but 100 new clients at $1,000 a pop is pretty good for a new funnel, right? How would that change your guys' life right now? Now, obviously, I know that's probably not realistic, but it wasn't realistic for Liz either a couple months ago, and that's what she hit. So it's pretty exciting. All right, next testimonial is from a guy named Mike Stanzik. Now, Mike was a brand new beginner. He literally didn't know what a funnel was the first time I met him, and he got an account at ClickFunnels, and this is what he said. He said, I've never had an actual funnel before ClickFunnels. I followed Russell's instructions, set up a sales funnel, bought my first ad, and on my very first try, sold 8 people on my front end, and 2 people bought my $197 upsell. Okay, now that means he made $400. Now, for some of you guys, you may say $400, it's not that big a deal. But I want to stress one thing. He said, on my very first try. Okay, how many of you guys have been online trying to make money for a while, for a month, or for 6 months, or for a year or more? Okay, how much would that be worth to you that the very first time you try, you're successful? Mike didn't have to go through trial and error and buying this and testing that and all this stuff. He was able to go through the training once, learn the correct way to do it the very first time, and on his very first try, he became successful. What would that be worth to you guys to be successful in the first time? Okay. Now Mike's going to take this funnel now and turn it into an actual business. And he's growing it, and he's scaling it. And it's exciting to see, but it all started with getting it right from the very, very beginning. Okay. All right. Next is Simon. Simon's down in Australia, and he wanted to launch a supplement. And so he went through this training. He said, I followed the funnel hack system. I found a funnel I liked. I modeled it on my very first test. We doubled over on our ad spend. $1 in, $2 back out. Okay, now I want to stress this because this is really important. People always ask me, they say, Russell, how much money should I budget for advertising in my new sales funnel? And the answer is, if you do it correctly, like the way that Simon did, you put $1 of ads in and you get $2 back out. That means you go onto Facebook, or you follow these traffic hacks, you put $1 in ads in, 2 days later you get $2 back out. I ask them, I say, well, if that's the case, how much money do you think you should invest in traffic? They say, well, if I was putting $1 in and 2 days later I get $2 back out, I should probably put in like $1 million a day, right? I said, exactly. Okay. Having a budget you only need to worry about a budget if your funnel's not working. If it's working, you put $1 in, you get $2 back out. Okay. You can invest as much money as you want. You guys get this? Okay. I'm never concerned about how much money I invest in my supplement funnel, because I know for every $1 I put in, I get $2 back out. Okay. You guys getting this? Do you guys see how this process works? That's why I was so excited when Simon sent me this. Because I knew that when you say $1 in, $2 back out, you've got a winner. That's how you can start scaling a company quickly. All right. This is a testimony from Anthony. Anthony had a sales funnel somewhere else, and we helped him migrate it over into ClickFunnels. And then I helped him with a couple tweaks that he learned in the training. And he said, I made a few of the changes that Russell recommended to our VSL page. And we're currently up from 1.5% conversion rate to 3.75%. Okay. So that means I doubled his conversions by moving it into ClickFunnels and helping him make a couple little tweaks. Okay. Now let's just say Anthony's business was making $100,000 a year and he doubled his conversions, twice as many customers. How much money does that mean he's making? Okay. Twice as much money from just a little tiny tweak. Okay, these are the type of things you're going to learn inside the Funnel Hacks Masterclass. All right. I got one more testimonial I want to share with you. This is from Drew Canoli. He's the owner of FitLife TV. And he's got some sales funnels, and they were about to launch this new one, and they had me come out. And I want him to kind of explain the process he went through so you can see what we're showing and the benefit that it can be for you and your sales funnels, either your current ones or the ones you're going to be creating in the near future.
Do you want to give you kind of your experience about the funnel stuff that I went through with you guys?
Absolutely. So, what was it? About 4 months ago, I bought the book, 108 Split Tests. And I was looking through this book, and I'm like, this book is just loaded with goodness. I'm like, in the back of my mind, being a visionary, you have all these ideas as entrepreneurs, right? Everybody in the room has 1,000 ideas. In my mind at the time, I was like, what if Russell could come here and help the FitLife TV team build our supplement funnel and the different things that we're creating. Because at the time, we were doing well, like Jamel said, over $1 million every year, but we wanted to 10x it and take it to the next level. So Brunson came out. He spent the entire day with us. He just blew our minds of the content that he was delivering, and we were in our conference room. We didn't even have a whiteboard in the conference room. Poor guy was drawing on the windows in this place. And he mapped out the entire strategy, the entire funnel for the product launch that we just put into play, and literally within 2 weeks. I mean, we 10x our business or more. And we have pre-orders coming in now that's essentially going to pay for all of our product for like the next year and a half. It's ridiculous. So I believe in it. I think it's absolutely amazing what he teaches. What he's telling you guys to do, it can radically transform your business if you just listen and follow with it instead of trying to be creative and putting your touch into it, follow the pros that have been doing it for over a decade. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're not only making more money, but our mission and purpose here is to transform 10 million people this year. And we're well on our way to do that with physical products outside of just digital. So you're touching those lives through us, my man, and I want to appreciate you for that. That's awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, so are you guys seeing how this all works? I hope it's getting you excited because it gets me fired up. Now, I want to restate because I don't want people thinking this only works for supplements, but it works for supplement funnels, coaching funnels, info product funnels, e-commerce funnels, local business funnels. It works for all types of funnels. I saw someone in the chat saying that they sell high-end services. There's no other models. There's no other people to models competition. Guess what? I sell right now. I currently sell a $25,000 high-end service, and we sell a $1 million high-end service. We sold $2 million ones in the last few months. And so the good thing about you guys is I have horrible entrepreneurial ADD. I have a company in every single one of these little funnels right here and more. And during the training, you have a chance for me to open it up and show like, here's my consulting funnel. Here's how I sell $1 million packages. This is what it looks like. Here's my e-commerce funnel. This is what it looks like. Here's my coaching funnel. Here's my info product funnel. I'm going to show you guys my funnels, and you can just model them. Okay? Does that make sense, you guys? This is why we call it funnel hacks. I want you guys to hack your process so you can make money today, not in a week from now or a month from now or a year from now. I want this to happen for you guys today. All right. Now, some people are asking me now saying, well, I don't have a product yet. What should I do? And the answer is don't worry. Before the Fast Start training, we're going to do some really cool trainings and stuff to help you to create your very first product. But even on top of that, like even if you don't have a product, you can still make money with this system. Okay. I've seen people who all they have is an opt-in funnel, which we're doing on week number 1. And that opt-in funnel literally that they can build an entire 7-figure business with just that. Just building a list and selling things as an affiliate. And so you don't have to have a product, but we are going to do training inside of the masterclass to help you get a product if you don't have one yet. Okay. So again, what you're going to get so far is you're going to get a 1-year enterprise account to ClickFunnels. You're going to get our 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass. Total value is $6,561. Okay. So you've got the software, makes the funnels. You got the training to make sure you do them right. What else do you guys need to be successful? I want to guarantee your success. What else do you guys need? Oh, how about more traffic? Okay, do you guys like the funnel, the traffic hack that I shared with you guys earlier, using SimilarWeb to reverse engineer traffic? Okay, the reality is that's just one of multiple different types of traffic hacks that we focus on here inside of our company. Okay, and so we actually create an entire training program for our students called Instant Traffic Hacks to help you to be able to hack your traffic and get a lot more, a lot faster. And so what we have inside Instant Traffic Hacks is we have, you get access to all of my solo ad hacks, my media buying hacks, my Facebook hacks, my SEO and social media hacks, my affiliate hacks, and more. Okay, and the cool thing is these aren't like full drawn out training courses trying to teach you a whole bunch of stuff about how to do these. This is the hacks. This is the fast way to do it. So instead you get diagrams that look like this that show you the process, and then you get all the information you need just to go out there to actually implement the traffic hack to start getting traffic coming back to you. Okay, is that awesome, you guys? So that's the first bonus you're going to get. So again, right now you're going to get a 1-year enterprise account to ClickFunnels, the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, a total value of $8,558. Okay, so you got the software that creates the funnels, you got the funnel training, you got traffic coming into the funnels now. What else do you need to be successful? Oh, how about the copy on all the pages inside of your funnel? That'd probably help you out a lot, right? If you remember, I showed you my funnel back here that we did the hard way. The most expensive thing in the whole entire process was the copy. It cost me $20,000 to get that copy written. Is that crazy? Okay, that was the hard way. And so I figured out a way to shortcut it so you guys won't have to do all that kind of stuff and want to spend that much money. And so what I did is I created a training system called Inception Secrets. And people always ask me, why do you call it Inception, Russell? And it's because of this movie, Inception. Have you guys all seen this movie? It's one of my favorite movies where Leonardo DiCaprio goes back and he goes inside people's dreams. And they try to cause inception where they place an idea inside someone's mind, and that person sees the idea and they think it's their own, and then they take action on it. Okay, that's how I look at sales online. Okay, people are always, people they love to buy things, but they hate being sold. And so we create a system that kind of changes how selling happens online, and it takes you through this process that we call Inception, where your customers aren't going to think that they're not going to go and actually feel like they're being sold, but they're going to have this idea placed inside their mind based on the scripts we're going to give you that they're going to want to purchase from you. Okay, and so Inception Secrets is a set of scripts that we use inside of our company to cause inception inside of people's minds. For example, the first script we use all the time is called my Star Story Solution script. This is our video sales letter script, and it looks kind of like this. Okay, first is the star, then the story, and the solution. Now, those little images there have a lot of different pictures on there, but this is I went through about 10 years worth of sales letters that we had written successfully, and I broke them down and see what was the process that all the successful ones had, and this is what it is. It's very simple and very easy. And so when I sit down to write a sales letter, it used to take me almost a week to write a sales letter. Where now I print out the Star Story Solution script and I fill in step number 1 right here, step number 2, step number 3, 4, 5. Then I go to the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go through this whole entire process. And the next one, and typically within about an hour, I build out my entire sales video. Okay, is that awesome, you guys? I shaved my time down from a week to an hour. How's that for a good hack? Okay, so I'm going to give you not just this sales script, but all the scripts we use in our business, including our upsell scripts, our webinar scripts, our call center scripts, all the scripts I use in my business. I'm going to give it to you guys so you can just copy it, paste it, and use it inside of your new sales funnels. All right. So the last thing you need, what else you guys need? You also need emails, right? That's the last step people get stuck on, is like, what emails do I send out? What do they say? And so I'm going to give you guys all our email sequences. We have a training program called The Attractive Character. It's going to show you how to build a character that's going to correspond with your audience. And then from there, we're going to build a sequence where as soon as they join your list and join your funnel, they're going to go through a 5-day soap opera sequence. I'm going to give you the templates and the scripts we use for that. Then after the 5 days is over, then we transition them over to our daily Seinfeld emails, and I'll give you the scripts and the process for that as well. That way you guys can just look at these, copy and paste them, tweak them a little bit for your market, and you got proven templates to use for all of your email sequencing. Okay, is that making sense, you guys? All right, so again, what you're going to get right now, you're going to get a 1-year enterprise account to ClickFunnels. You're going to get our 6-week Funnel Hack Masterclass. You're going to get instant traffic hacks. You're going to get Inception Secrets, our SOAP and our Seinfeld Secrets, a total value of $11,552. Okay. Now, you guys have obviously been on webinars like this before in the past. You know that I'm not going to charge you $11,000 for all of this. But before I tell you exactly what the price is, I want to ask you guys a question. If all that this system did was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, where you could put $1 in and get $2 back out, would it be worth it? Would that be worth 11 grand? Yeah, I think it would be. Okay. If all the system did was give you the kick in the butt you needed to finally get yourself moving, would it be worth it? Yeah, it would. Now, if all the system did was give you the ability to cancel all of your monthly tools you're currently using, that you're currently using to glue together your sales funnels, would it be worth it? Okay, for most people, the answer definitely is yes. Okay, now when I was pricing this out, I kind of had two different choices. First choice is I could go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these as I could. But the problem with that is that it wouldn't really incentivize me to really stack on the value for you. Okay, so second option, which obviously would require a little bit higher investment, but it would give me the ability where I could devote more resources to help guarantee your success. I don't know about you, but I would much rather spend a little bit more to help guarantee my success. Wouldn't you guys? Yeah, I do too. And so that's why we decided to kind of focus more on the second option. Now, before I share exactly the prices, I want to ask you guys one last question I think is important. What's one funnel worth to you? What would one successful funnel be worth to you? Worth $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month or more? How much would you pay to get one perfect funnel? This funnel right here I showed you guys earlier, this cost me $29,000. How many of you guys would pay $29,000 for this funnel? Go to the question box and let me know. I want to know how many of you guys would pay for that. I got a yes. I got a couple no's. Okay, so I got some yeses and some no's. Okay. I want to put this in perspective for you. This funnel cost me $29,000 to build, but it makes me $17,947 per day. If you do the math on that, that's $500,000 a month or $6 million a year. Okay. So let me ask that question again: would you pay $29,000 to give you a business that would make you $6 million a year? Okay, it kind of changes the perspective. I'm getting a lot more yeses now. Okay, is this making sense, you guys? Okay, you can probably see now why people are literally paying us $100,000 plus 10% of their profits up until I've made $1 million to set their funnel for them. Okay, we got two people in this program right now. They literally wrote me a check for $100,000, and then everything that they sell inside their funnel, I get 10% of that until I've been paid $1 million. Okay, you can see what people are paying us that because it's like free money, right? It's an investment, and I think it's probably one of the best investments in the world, right? Okay, I look back at this. If I was to go buy real estate, I got to spend a couple $100,000 to get a property. My goal is for the cash flow a couple $100 a month. Okay. If I buy a franchise, if I buy a McDonald's franchise, I'm spending, a couple $100,000 to hopefully cash flow, couple $100 a day. This seems like a lot smarter investment. All right. So you can see why this is a good deal at $5,000. And in the very near future, we're going to be opening it to the general public for $19.97. But I want to do a very special offer for you guys today because I really appreciate Peter letting me come on the webinar and share this with you. And so we decided to give you guys a very special price, which is just $997 today. Okay. Now I want to kind of put this in perspective. Again, you guys, for just $997, you're going to get a year enterprise account at ClickFunnels for free. Now, if you went to clickfunnels.com right now, you sign up for an enterprise account, there it is right there. $297 per month you would pay for that account. Okay, so over the next 12 months, that's $3,600 you would spend to have access to this account that you're getting for free when you invest in Funnel Hacks. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay, now you've kind of got two choices right now. First option you have is do nothing at all and don't take this leap of faith, which, by the way, is 100% risk-free. Or your second option is to pony up this tiny investment today compared to all the value you're going to get in return and just give it a shot. Okay, now I've got a kind of a philosophy here in my company that if I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours. And so because of that, we created a 30-day money-back guarantee where literally you can sign up today, get into ClickFunnels, build out as many funnels as you want, go through my entire 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, go through all the scripts, everything that I give you, go through it all, have some fun with it, and in a month from now, at that point, you can make the decision. Okay, and I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from right now. Just let me know at that point, and I'll give you your money back. Okay, if it's not worth it, then I'll give you your money back. But don't make that decision now. Go in there and take advantage of this. Go try it out. Go and see what your funnels can look like. Go see how much fun ClickFunnels is. Go attend the training. Go learn everything that I have. Take advantage of it, you guys. And then at that point, you can decide if it's worth it. That makes sense? So the real question really is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time right now to check this out, which if it only does half of what I've claimed on today's training, is going to pay for itself as soon as your very first funnel is live. All right. So again, what you're going to get a 1-year enterprise account to ClickFunnels. You're going to get access to live 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass. You get instant traffic hacks, Inception secrets, our soap opera, our Seinfeld secrets, $11,550 value. Plus, if you guys sign up tonight, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ship you out one of these T-shirts right here. This is one of our ClickFunnels T-shirts, and this shirt's cool for 2 reasons. First off, it's a cool shirt. It's really nicely made. You're gonna love it. Second thing is, if you guys ever attend an internet marketing seminar, I want you to bring the shirt and wear it, because I go to a lot of marketing seminars, and I have a lot of my friends go to marketing seminars. And what we do is we always carry a big, huge pocket full of cash. And when I see people wearing my T-shirts at a seminar, I hand them free cash. Okay, so if you guys like free cash, then get this shirt and wear it to every marketing seminar you go to, and you never know, but one of these seminars you're going to get a big wad of cash from me for wearing this shirt. Okay, so free shirt plus the ability to get free cash. You guys like that one? All right, and I've got one other special bonus, but it's just for the first 50 people who get started right now. I told you before that our enterprise members, that they get they sign up, they get they get like 70 funnels, 300 pages, things like that. So what I'm gonna do is, for the first 50 people, I'm gonna take that, and not only am I gonna double it, I'm actually gonna I'll manually log into your account, and I'm gonna set it so you get unlimited funnels, unlimited pages, and unlimited traffic. That means you could literally send 1 million visitors a day to your funnel, and you're not gonna pay for any extra for bandwidth. Okay, I'm going to absorb all those costs for you. And good luck going to a hosting company and having them do that. Okay, they would charge you $5,000 or $6,000 to be able to handle all that traffic, and you guys will get it from us for free if you're one of the first 50 people. Plus, you're going to have access to my priority support guides. That means if it's 3 in the morning, you're building a funnel and it stops working, or you can't figure out an integration, you contact our guys. We have people literally doing support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and somebody will get back to you. A lot of times they'll just log into your account and just fix it for you. And that way you're not stuck. And our priority support guys are there if you're one of the first 50 people. And also, you get priority template requests. That means if you go to somebody's website and you're like, oh, that guy's website's cool, you let us know, and we may turn that into a template and add inside of ClickFunnels. And that way, that website can become yours. Okay, and the price for this upgrade is priceless. Okay, this is worth insane amounts of money, and we're only offering it to the first 50 people who take action today. And so the way to get started, you guys, all you have to do is go to instantfunnelhacks.com/Peter. So instantfunnelhacks.com/Peter. And when you go there, all you've got to do is, depends on if you already have a ClickFunnels account. I know a lot of you guys already created ClickFunnels accounts during the sign-up process. If you already have a ClickFunnels account, all you've got to do is, if you're already logged in, it'll take you to a page where you just have to upgrade your account. You'll click one single button. It'll automatically bill you the $997. It'll upgrade your account, and it'll push your billing out for a year and give you access to the entire Funnel Hack system. Okay, if you're not a member yet, then it'll take you to a page that looks like the one here on the left-hand side. And all you gotta do is create your account there, and then put in your credit card, and instantly your ClickFunnels account will be created, your Funnel Hacks account will be created, and have access to the entire system. Is that awesome, you guys? Cool. So that's kind of what we do right now. So again, you guys, now is the time to get started. All you have to do is go to instantfunnelhacks.com/Peter and go get started right now for just a single one-time payment of $997. And again, what you're gonna get the 1-year enterprise account to ClickFunnels, our 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, our instant traffic hacks, our inception secrets, our soap opera Seinfeld secrets, total value of $11,552. You guys get it today for just $997, but only if you go get started right now. Again, it's instantfunnelhacks.com/Peter to get started. And that is about it, you guys. So I appreciate you guys letting me come on this training. I've had an awesome time. If you want, I've got a few minutes I can answer some Q&A. So if you have any questions, feel free to come over here to the question box and answer them, or if Peter has any questions as well, definitely love to answer those right now.
Mate, normally I talk as much as you do, but during this webinar I've just been captured, I suppose, with all the content you've been supplying. I'm so happy to have you here and share this information with our members. It's been fantastic.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I think this stuff's fun, and it's fun when you realize that this whole internet marketing game, it used to be a lot harder because just all the stuff that went into it. But when you look at it this way, I have friends who have never made money online at all, and now because of ClickFunnels in this system, they can go and very quickly they're getting sites up and funnels created, money coming in. And if you're a beginner, it's the fastest way to get started. If you're an advanced person, man, it just speeds up your process. Like, I'm putting out more stuff now than I ever have, and I'm doing it with less people. My team's like like a fourth the size it used to be. And it's awesome. So I appreciate you letting me come on and share this with everybody. And even if you guys don't invest, I hope you guys make sure you have a ClickFunnels account and start building stuff out, because regardless, this is going to change your business and your life.
Look, I'm kind of jealous of all the new people starting online now with access to this information and tools. When I started, there was me, an old 486 computer, a dial-up modem, and the internet, and we had to make it work. I did, but compare that to now. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm green. That's for sure.
That's definitely true. I love it. A couple questions coming in. Someone's asking if the Funnel Hacks training is going to be recorded. The answer is yes. We're doing all live. And again, the live training starts Monday, which is why it's important for you guys to get started right now. But if you missed one for any reason, we'll have the replay for sure. Let's see. So Jamie said that he's going to give me $36,000 right now. All right. Oh, here's a good question. Someone said, will this work with affiliate products or do I need my own product? Yeah. So Daniel, or as Keith asked that. So Keith, we actually have a bunch of funnels that we have that are really successful that we don't have any of our own products. What I do is I still do the same process where I reverse engineer that person's product. But a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just create a landing page. And after they register through that, then I take them over to that other person's product as an affiliate. And we still reverse engineer the traffic. And so we tap into their exact same traffic stream and sell their product and get paid commissions off of their products. And so I'll be showing that strategy actually in week number 1 when we talk about opt-in funnels, because a lot of people don't have a product or don't want to have a product. And that's okay. I can show you how to do the exact same process as an affiliate, which is pretty cool. Cool. Let's see. Chase said, can this work for products with a lower value, $20 or more? Definitely can, Chase. But one thing I want to show you is kind of like when I showed you at the very beginning of the presentation with my potato gun product. That was a DVD we were selling for $19.95, and it was doing well. But as soon as we added an upsell, which we added in some more potato gun plans for like, I think it was $47 or $67, all of a sudden it started making us more money. And so that's what the power of a funnel is. The $20 product can be your front end, and I'll show you how to create upsells and downsells and more things to be able to build a more advanced funnel where you can make a lot more money with it. A couple of people asking things, examples of my funnels. I showed you a couple examples earlier. During the masterclass, during each section, I will actually show you in a lot of detail. I don't have time. I mean, I could show you, I spend 20 or 30 minutes on each funnel just showing all the pages in them. And so I will show you in the masterclass all of those in a lot of depth and detail so you guys can just look at those and model them really quickly for yourself if you're in a similar business to us. For sure. But I don't have time to do it right now, obviously, because it would take too long. But during the masterclass, we will definitely be showing everything, which is kind of fun. All right. Cool. That's most of the questions that are coming through. I've been trying with this presentation to answer as many as I could. So hopefully I covered a lot of them during the actual training, which is good.
Okay, Russell, mate, look, I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy guy, and it's been an awesome hour, and I can't wait to watch it again, to be honest. And once you send me this replay, I'll get it out to all our people, but plus I'm going to watch it again myself.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate letting me come on. I had a great time, and your audience is awesome. So I see a bunch of people signing up right now. So for those of you guys who are signing up, I'm excited. We'll have a chance to start hanging out next week and kind of digging in and getting the stuff all live for you. If you're still on the fence right now is time. You guys go to instantfunnelhacks.com/Peter. You can open up like a new browser window if you want or whatever it is. Go get in there and get started. It's, again, a one-time payment of $997, and then you have no monthly payments in ClickFunnels for an entire year. And you can go back and cancel all those other services that you're overpaying for right now as well. So it'll save you a lot more than $997 just by getting started for sure. So that's about it, you guys. Thanks again, Peter, for having me. Thanks all you guys for being here on the training, and look forward to working with you one-on-one here in a few days.
Thanks, mate. Bye.
All right, we'll see you guys.